Hi YouTube, this is the second part of the video about the Refcom magnetic loop active antenna by Refcom Germany. Yesterday last night I was saying that, oh well, I don't like this kind of thing, and I would like just listening the radio all the time, but then I thought maybe this might be a chance for me to learn about something, and that's why I accepted partial refund from the seller, and just agreed to keep it rather than return it for the full refund. But initially, when this problem was noticed, I was thinking of returning it for the full refund, because I just didn't have idea. I still don't have idea whether this could be repaired or not. What could be the case? I'm not too sure. But then I thought, hopefully it could be something simple, but like a fuse. But it's not the fuse. I checked the fuse, and fuse is fine. And I took the bottom plate out from the casing, and I was able to see the bottom part of the board. But you know, there is no any information. There is no markings which is plus and which is minus, polarity for the the power coming in. Okay, there is a color there, the blue and brown, so you know that that's plus and minus, but that's AC from the mains. Okay, but it goes in there into the transformer, but after that I don't know what is coming out, what is where it is supposed to be going, because there is no circuit diagram for this thing. So I've measured what looked like output, which is this thing. I took that thing out, which is something like some kind of clip. Okay, and I thought that could be maybe some sort of output of DC. So I measured with DC setting on my multimeter, but nothing was coming out there, no DC at all. But when I changed it to AC, it was coming out with 4 volts, 3.9 or 4 volts AC. But you know, that's not right, because 4 volt AC is totally useless for this kind of thing, I think. I mean, all these parts here, they will want DC, not AC. AC is coming in, but once you pass this transformer, what's coming out here is, it will need the DC voltage. But what is coming out is 3 or 4 volts AC. But I'm not too sure that's what is feeding this device, without the circuit diagram or any information about this thing. I have absolutely no idea. And I didn't want to. Okay, I could inject DC from power supply, DC power supply, benchtop power supply, and inject maybe 12 volts into there, 12 volts, but then I don't know the polarity of that, which is plus or minus. It doesn't say here at all. It's got red color and brown color there, and that's not for polarity. Polarity is either blue for blue for negative, and brown for positive. Live for brown. But this is I mean red and brown color, so it's not giving any idea of which is minus or which is plus, and I don't want to connect to DC there without knowing for definite which one is which, because I don't want to fry up these parts by applying DC without knowing exact polarity there. So I haven't then progressed any further for sorting out or sussing out what the problem is. So that's the situation. I mean, I thought that there would be quite a lot of things in there, but there's hardly, not many. There's not that many parts in there. I think the main thing here is that transistor. I think my iPad is not really able to focus on that small transistor. Yeah, I'm suspecting this transformer. I'm suspecting it, because if it is not, feeding the whole device with healthy, proper DC, 12 volt or whatever, then nothing's gonna work. I mean, they're not going to work with AC coming out with 3 or 4 volts there. That's my guess. But I'm in a situation that where I cannot try to put the DC into there without knowing which one is minus and which one is plus. So that's the situation there. Anyway, this is the second part of this short video. That I mean, I think I will learn something after going through this, and maybe hopefully that I will be able to get it working, or hopefully I don't know if I could do modification, or I don't know, and get it to use rather than throw it in the bin. Or maybe it will never work. I'm not too sure at this stage, so maybe it was some kind of gamble to take this on. But yeah, I just thought that I'll give a try. Anyway, that's the situation there. So if any ideas or suggestions about this problem, how to tackle this problem, and if you leave a message or send me email, that would be great. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. Stay safe.